I got my hat ready for Jay. I got the SuperBook Sports
You got
lid.
it all? You
Yeah,
good to
yeah,
go?
yeah, I'm good.
Let's get him
Jay
on.
Kornegay.
He's one Mr. Jay Kornegay coming on the program on BVB.
Get Jay in
Great
the
to
big box here.
get
Look
in.
at Jay.
I got him on the big box. We're all good. How are you, sir? Can you hear us?
Hey, I can hear you loud and clear. You guys talking about me?
Always.
Yeah, we kind of were, Jay. Good to see you, sir. How was Colorado? You got the vacation in. I tell people all the time in this business, you got to get out of Vegas in the summer because what's coming with football season and everything else, and we'll get to that in a second with the contest and everything else you guys are doing. But did you have a good trip? I saw you golfing. You look like you could swing a golf club a little bit.
Well, that was my son. Okay, that I sent out there. But thank you, Dave. I really appreciate it. Now he's a stick, man. He's about a 5. So
Whoa,
I was within one of him, like going into number 16, and we were playing this links course in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, in the middle of the mountains, a links course, right? Wow. And I was within one, and I doubled number 16. I let him off the hook.
Damn it.
Before we get to football in the NFL, as being a CSU guy, how are you feeling about Dion and the Buffs this year? Because the win total is not exactly too high right now on Colorado.
Oh, I can't wait for this. I can't wait for it. I have a friend that gave me a CU jacket of all things, really? And I've been waiting for this collapse in Boulder that's gonna happen. All right, what is their win total? 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah, I'll give them 3. And then I'm gonna do something special with that jacket. Believe me.
This is perfect. This is exactly what we talked about. We said the first question we got to get Jay is about the Colorado win total because it's a big buzz in the space, in a content space. Now, we know it's a little slow in the book, in the summertime. But how much action comes in on these college football season win totals? We're breaking down conferences each day. We're going to talk about the SEC conference today. But comparatively, college football season wins and stuff like that versus pro football season wins and stuff like that. What do you see?
Well, when we talk about the NFL, and NFL is king, we all know that. And it consistently rolls in. These bets are coming in all the time, every single day. College is, I don't know, it comes in periodically. You get waves of it at times where it's like, oh, something came in. I was just looking at and looking at some of these college teams, whether it's Clemson. I mean, that schedule just yells playoffs. It's such an easy schedule, and you look at, Penn State with that new QB, which I can't think of his name right now.
But it's over, right? That's over. That looks like an over.
Yeah. And then you look at, I don't know, teams like
Michigan,
Texas. I know a lot of people talking about Texas, but I mean, if you would have been healthy, I mean, that's a team that could have beat Alabama last year if he was healthy. Mm-hmm. But now you look at, I don't know about Michigan, but there's, going back to your original question, Dave, it's the action on college, isn't as consistent as the pros, as you can imagine. It just comes in waves. All of a sudden you get 2 or 3 days, and wow, a lot of bets on college, and then it's quiet for a little bit, and then it picks up again. So, but NFL is still king. It remains king, and I don't think anybody's going to knock them off that throne.
Well, let's go to NFL, and you guys are back with the Super Contest. You guys have been doing this for a long time. You are now open to taking entries for the Super Contest. What's new this year? What are you guys excited about?
Well, we're really promoting our in-season contest there, Matt, and that's, we got 11 in-season contests. We have 3 6-week contests. We have 6 3-week contests, 3 6-week contests. Is that confusing? Yes, it is.
A little bit.
Hey, I admit it. I always screw that up. So there's 3 6-week contests.
Okay.
And there are 6 3-week contests.
Yes.
And 2 9-week contests.
Right.
Then the overall, but some good cash we got such good positive feedback. And I know there's another company out there, and
Right.
we're friends with those guys. You know, a couple of them worked with us over the years, and you know, God bless them. They, you know, they're putting all that money out there. That's just a different contest. The Super Contest now is multiple ways to win. It's taken off. We started taking entries beginning of this month. You know, and we're off to a really good start. But it's just a different contest than what it used to be. It's just 12 different ways to win.
So yeah, let's break that down for a second. So essentially, it's you get hot for 3 weeks. What's the ballpark you could win if you win one of the 3-week runs?
50 dimes.
Well, you got
75.
Right? I think 75, and I knew you were going to ask me this. I was like,
That's all right. I think it's 75 and 50, Jay.
That's amazing.
75, 50, and 25, I think, for the 3 weeks. But it's like top 3 for the 3 weeks. You get 25, 10, and 5. And but don't hold me to that.
So it's 5 games though, right? Still 5 picks a week?
Oh yeah, 5 picks against a week. The format's still the same. It's 5 picks against the week, or against each week, and against the spread, of course. Yeah, so every 3 weeks we're going to be dishing out, you know, I don't know, close to 50,000 each 3 weeks, and then another 75 to 100 on the 6-week contest, and on the 9-week contest, I believe we pay off the top 5. Yeah, 75,000 for that. So yeah, I mean, good amount of cash. When you get down there and you have, and let's say in week 6, and you're online for 25,000. Yeah, I'm gonna be paying attention. Sure.
It's such a cool thing. And I mean, I've lived here 20 years. I've participated in the contest with partners. Matt and I did the reboot, which is the back end contest. And now we're working with the proxy service called the Brigade Proxy Service. So we're going to bring people in. I'll see you all summer. You know, they come and we're going to sign them up. You can live anywhere in the country as long as you have a proxy putting in your picks. You have, you know, the regular Super Contest. You have the reboot later. What's the gold? The gold is like the upper echelon. This one separates you from the other place in town and other contests in town. This is a high buy-in kind of winner take all deal, right?
Yeah, it's not it is definitely a winner take all.
Okay.
You know, the thing about when you talk about the gold, it's the same format as a Super Contest. 5 games each week against the spread, right? 1 point for a winner. You get half point for a push for the 18 weeks of the regular season. $5,000 entry fee, winner take all. And when you look at it, it's I think that last year was like 480,000, something like that for the winner. But it's the big boys. But you also, you know, if you have that much confidence, you know, and you want to go up against those big boys, that's the contest you do, because you're going to probably get around 100 entries, somewhere right around there.
Right.
And with the winner take all, you know, you're not getting crumbs. You get the whole enchilada, right?
It's unbelievable. When you guys put the lines together, because they come out obviously before the games on Sunday, what's the philosophy? Are you trying to get ahead of the move? Are you trying to predict what the move's going to be? Because the numbers are stagnant, they're static, and obviously the numbers change on Saturday, Sunday before kickoff. When you guys put the numbers out, what's the philosophy into making the lines for these contests?
Yeah, okay, for the contest, I want to make sure that's clear, because that's a little different than what we do on a regular basis, somewhat. But on a week-to-week basis, you know, we do the same thing. We sit there and we try to put a solid market number up there, and we put that up. I believe we're still up there first, 4:30 Pacific time, before anybody else on Sundays, and about 15 minutes to 30 minutes later, then you'll see, you know, a widespread of operators posting those weekly numbers. On the contest, Matt, we work on those on Wednesday night, and we do exactly what you said. Do we try to predict where these lines are going to go? And most of the time we're pretty good at it. We think that, you know, the current number, which might be 4, we do believe it might finish at 5. So we'll probably put up 4.5 on something like that. And not only we try to make them as strong as we can, because you're right. Yes, they become stale, but everybody's playing from the same tees. I tell everybody, everybody's playing. You don't have an advantage or a disadvantage. Everybody is playing from the same tees. You're looking at the same lines. whether you look at it on Wednesday night or Saturday, I would recommend later. If you can do it, all right, get your proxy service in line and make sure that you can, put them in as late as you can each week.
So you got operations now in other states. Everything started here in Vegas. You're spreading your wings. You're in Arizona, Colorado, Iowa, New Jersey. I saw Maryland. You got the place at Camden Yards, it looks like. Can you believe what's happened in this business, Jay, for as long as you've been in it, back in the Imperial Palace days to now, and what's happening just in general in the space?
No, we look around sometimes, we kind of do the Ferris Bueller thing. You got to look around every once in a while and enjoy it, or it's going to pass you by. And to think of where we came from, because let's face it, we were the bad boys taking bets on, in some words where you're taking bets on our kids. And I'm like, well, yeah, you can do it too if you want. It's amazing, because I was definitely in that boat of that's never going to happen. Wow. Right. Back in the day, I mean, the way they treated us, the way the leagues really frowned upon our, business as well. To do a 180-degree turn as we have done over the last few years is amazing. To see the SuperBook logo at Camden Yards. I mean, come on, right?
Have you been to the book there? Have you been to that book?
Well, Dave, it's a bar restaurant right now.
Okay.
It's a SuperBook bar and restaurant inside Camden Yards. The only way you can access it is actually being in the ballpark. Okay. Right. We also have signage right by the scoreboard, and we have some outside. But I have been there. It's amazing. It really is.
I can't wait to go.
Yeah. I mean, it's right in the same spot where Dempsey's used to be.
Okay.
But it is, and I'm going to tell you something. The Orioles have been fantastic. Great partners, welcoming us with both arms, want us to succeed in Maryland. They're doing everything and above and beyond what we've asked for, above and beyond what our agreement is. Great. So wow. They have been just fantastic, and we couldn't be happier working with them out in Maryland.
Now, are you heavy on Orioles futures, given what the Birds have been doing this summer? I mean, Oriole fans are pretty fired up about this team.
In Maryland, yes. And that's what I keep trying to tell, my executives, because what happened with the Knights out here.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, we lost on the Knights. I go, I guess, if the Orioles win it, or Ohio State wins it, right? Or the Tennessee Volunteers win it, right. We're not going to do very well in that state. You better prepare for it. So yes, we are high on the Orioles in Maryland.
So that's a unique thing that came with being in other states. Now you have local, because for years local bookies used to root against the local team silently, because they would get hurt. Yeah. But we live here in Vegas, and you talked about the Knights, and that hurt. But you're a Denver guy. I know this. And we got the Raiders here. And we've talked a lot about the division and all this other stuff. Now, I kind of said that Russ was done last year. Is Russ done? Peyton's there, Broncos, Jay, you don't have to, you can bring your fandom out here. I'm not asking, take your bookmaker hat off and all this other shit. Just give it to me straight, Jay. Broncos season wins. Are we going to the playoffs, yes or no?
All right. First of all, yes, I agreed with you last year. It was just a fiasco. I mean, as soon as game 1 against Seattle, ran out the clock and decided it was kicking a 58-yard field goal. I'm like, oh my gosh, this season is going to be a disaster.
Yes.
I go, what is Hackett doing? Okay, that guy. All right, we're just glad that he's moving on.
That's fine. Yeah.
Go have success somewhere else. And it's a totally different, atmosphere out there. Totally different than what we saw last year. It's business first. So when, like last year, Russell had his own workout area, his own locker room, and Peyton walks in and goes, "That's not happening. You're working out with everybody else." Right. And the play calling was just got awful. I mean, come on. I felt like, I'm not sure if this is true, but it felt like first down, the Broncos ran up the middle
all the time.
It felt like, it felt like 65, 70% of the time.
70% probably.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So, yes, I do think Peyton is going to make Russell better. The defense is fantastic. They really upgraded their offensive line. So when you look at under 8.5 wins, I'm over.
Okay.
I'm going to go over.
All right.
In fact, I would take plus 190 to make the playoffs. I really think that they're going to, I really do think they're going to push Kansas City a little bit. I really do. Wow. And I took my bookmaker hat off. I got my fan hat on. I get it. People are going to go, "You homer." But if you would have talked to me last year on that Monday night game, I would have said, this team is doomed. All right.
That's good.
Different year, different coaching staff, different attitude. I'm going to tell you, Williams, the running back, he's tremendous. I know he's coming back from injury, but he is going to be tremendous. And I know they're going to try to run the ball first a little bit, but the play calling is going to be a little different. I mean, when last year, when they were able to run the ball, you think they would run a little play action.
Maybe once in a while, that would probably be
good. But they just kept on running it.
Right.
Yeah, I expect some good things out of Denver this year.
Two-parter. One, you guys have a big weekend coming up in August. Tell the folks a little bit about what's happening for the Super Contest weekend that will happen in August. And then secondly, if I'm at home and I've never come to Vegas or I haven't come to the Westgate to see the SuperBook, what's it like to be there on NFL Sunday? What's the vibe that you're going to experience coming into Vegas and going to the SuperBook?
Yeah. Well, Super Contest weekend is scheduled for August 19th. We have a little 18th and 19th. We have we invite a bunch of handicappers. The proxies will be there as well, and we will get the football season rolling. That's what it was intended for. It was basically to get everybody out there, sign up for, take care of their season bets. We get we give out raffle tickets to win. Super Contest entries.
Jay, we're coming, just so you know. Matt and I are coming. We'll be there.
I'll reserve you a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, we'll be there. Thank you. No, we'll be there.
Well, you should play in Saturday. We have the golf event, right?
That's probably what we're going to do the whole thing.
Well,
yes. We got people watching all over the country that are coming that weekend. We're trying to explain to them you can come do this contest weekend thing and see us, but sign up for the contest. Golf. What else?
Golf. We got we got the thing on Friday, which is basically a cocktail party.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really informal. Everybody's hanging out by the bar and talking, and it's let's put it as a SuperBook bash, maybe. Let's call it that.
There you go. That's fine.
All right, and then the golf, and then we have the big raffle, which we give away. The entire weekend, I believe we're giving away 10 Super Contest entries.
Oh, wow.
Right. So I think we already have 80 golfers signed up, and we just started taking entries 2 weeks ago, and 80 of the 100 are already taken. So it really is taken off. And basically outside of that, it's just recovering on Sunday. That's the other thing that's going to be happening.
And then what's it like to be in the SuperBook for what you guys do on Sundays? Because it's an experience that I think everybody needs to have. You're a big football fan. Your place is unbelievable on Sundays.
It is. Thanks, Matt. And that was the second part of your second question. It's amazing. I mean, if you haven't been out, Las Vegas is amazing. Let's put that out there. But watching the games in the SuperBook, there's really, it's an experience that if you haven't done it, and maybe you've already done it, but it will be packed. You won't see the carpet.
Yep.
We have 30,000 square feet. We are the largest race and sports book, by the way.
Yes.
By cubic feet, but our good friends there. That's I always like to poke fun at them. But, they have a great venue as well. But we're very proud of ours, and it's just electric. I can't think of a better place to go watch NFL Sunday games each and every Sunday. To have these massive 20 by 20 screens showing all the games, because you know how we are, okay, in the football betting world. We don't bet just one game.
No.
We're going to have a number of games that we have action on. We have a number of games that we have fantasy players on. So we want to see the whole thing. And that's what we're able to present. We do give the 360-degree experience here. We have great food, great service. The bar is just tremendous to be at. And, I think we know how to do it right there.
The whole thing works. There's no question. I've spent many a Sundays, Saturdays there as well. It's fantastic. Last one for me, Jay, before I let you go, or Matt has one more. Has the traffic here messed you up as much as it's messed us up in Vegas right now? Like driving around town, it's like I've been here 20 years. I've never seen it like this. It's crazy, is it not?
It is absolutely crazy. I just came in late today, and I took a different route over by UNLV.
Uh-huh.
It's a freaking mess.
Oh, it's
okay. I don't know if you saw it, but I tweeted out a picture of those cones saying that it's the Nevada State flower, right?
Yes. Amen.
And it because they're everywhere. It's amazing. Even in our neighborhood, they were repaving the roads. They're still cones.
Wait a second. Are they driving the Grand Prix through your neighborhood?
I don't know. Maybe they are, because you know what? I'm going to sit right out there with a cooler, of course. It's going to be a lot cheaper than, so I don't get it, Dave. I know what they're trying to do, right? They're gearing up for the end of the football season. The Super Bowl's here, right?
Right.
Okay. Of course, we got the F1 in October, and I don't know. Everybody's coming in town talking about that Sphere thing, and they're redoing all the roads right around there. But I will admit, some of the things that they've already completed over by UNLV and Paradise Road and Virgin and you name it, it does look pretty good.
It's going to look great when it's done.
It's pretty good.
Paint. Yeah. It's a lot of paint.
Right now, we're feeling the pain. It's a lot of heart. Everybody's got to take a breath. It was a lane change, okay?
Lane change. 4 lanes to 1 is what it's turned into. It's just ridiculous. The bottleneck is what it is. Last one, we'll get on this. Oakland A's becoming the Las Vegas A's. If they do come here, should they rebrand?
I'm old. So I remember all those fantastic A's teams back then, and Stewart and Ricky and the Bash brothers, and I used to root for them when I was a little kid. I know there's a lot of different opinions out there. I prefer that they keep the brand. I think that I'm not going to say Las Vegas Athletics rolls right off my tongue, mainly because of their record. That's good. So, but I can tell you, I just think everything would be a lot of attitudes would be different if they were good. Everybody's concerned that they're going to come into Vegas and win 40 games or something. I go, according to the owner, and I know his history and background, but they are planning to spend a lot more money, just kind of like in Major League, right? They're going to, once they moved, the team from Cleveland to Miami, they're going to spend more money, right?
Right.
That's what's going to happen here. And I hope they're being truthful with that, because I know they'll struggle like any other team. If you put a product on a field like that, fans are just not going to come. I don't care how good the venue is.
Yeah.
Amen. Jay, thank you so much for the time. We'll be seeing you soon this summer. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Jay Kornegay from the SuperBook joining us here on the Bostonian versus the Book. Good to get him on the program. That was a lot of fun to get him on.